right, so how many skeletons did we find in the grave? 9. Yes, we found 9 dead people. Dead. We know who they were. I'll just do it right now. But we did figure out who they were, and we got it. So we know we got information from the skeletons, right? So what kind of information did we get? Amy, give me one kind of type of information we can get from the skeleton. We did get from the skeleton, the ones we had on the screen, and we looked at them. Focus on the head. What can we get from the head, the skull? Remember, we went through that the whole data table. We circled things, yes or no, yes or no. And then we got to choose between two things. You remember anything? Nothing? Okay, hold that for a second. Sonny, can you remember one thing? One thing that we can get information-wise about that person by looking at their skeleton. Their bones. What's that? Male or female. Excellent. We can get the sex, right? Male or female. Oh, how do we tell that, Sonny? What's different about a male versus a female skeleton? Their hips, yes. Their hips are different. The pelvis. What's the main difference we're looking for on the pelvis? Wider, yeah. And there's a big hole in the middle, right? Where the baby's head fits out. Okay? All right, good. We got one. The sex, we can definitely tell. Brian, what else can we tell from looking at the skeleton? You don't know. Well, that's it. It's not from this, so you can. But if we found a skeleton, what information can we get from a skeleton? You've seen a TV show before, right? You've seen a crime show. You've seen some kind of thing on your phone about crime before. Question is number 1. Forensic information we can get from a skeleton. So you know what that is? You know what information is? Oh, information. Forget about forensic. Just any basic information. You know what a skeleton is? You know what human bones are? So what else can we get? What do you think? What's that? Their what? Oh, their age. Yes. We can get the age. And there's 2 ways we could get the age that we learned about. Can somebody tell me one way? Jacob, what's one way we can get the age? Well, we can't get it from the appearance. Well, how what looks. What about the bones? Okay. So the color can be dependent on how long they were in the ground, what they were in. There was something very specific. Okay. Jeremy, I've seen your hand up for a while. Rings, yeah. We were looking for rings on the what? Vertebrae. The backbone. You get older, you get these rings. Okay, and Daniel, what's the other thing? Wisdom teeth, yeah. Wisdom teeth. Good. Oh, not while I'm right here. Why don't you wait until I'm somewhere else, and then why don't you just put it away? At least just take a nap. If you're not going to pay attention. Now, seriously, if you're just going to be on your phone, it'd be better for you just to take a nap, like what's being demonstrated right here. So at least you get some sleep. And maybe if you go to another class and you want to do some work, maybe you can do some work then. That's better. And you're not making more money for billionaires. Right now you're just making money for billionaires. And I don't know, I guess that's fine. But here, go back to sleep. Okay. Let's see. I'm sorry, but no, I shouldn't be sorry. Angel, there's one more thing, but I am. Angel, what else can we get from the bones, which we used to really positively ID the skeletons? And this is what you've all heard about this on any crime show, cop show, where they're solving crimes. You hear about this. You don't hear about wisdom teeth and the ring so much, or even the pelvis thing. What? Skull. No. Jason. DNA. We can get DNA from the bones, right? So DNA. And we can get, basically, we can compare, right, with samples we have and identify that person. If you have suspects, we can identify them. Are a lot of people's DNA in the system that cops can already check? Yeah. If you had any kind of relative do a DNA test, then that information is there. Even if you didn't do it, if your relative did it, if your relative was convicted, like if they convict you of a crime, then they take your DNA. And if that was a relative, it's going to be similar to you. So, do we all have relatives that do things wrong sometimes? Yeah, all our families are people that might get convicted. So every family has, people that may run afoul of the law, either rightly or wrongly convicted. So your family DNA is probably in the system at least at some point. Okay. Now, why do we see this? Why we see this mother giving the DNA to her kids, but the father does not pass his on. Only the mother passes it on. Why is that? Why do only mothers pass on the DNA? Do I have any? Yeah, Jeremy, tell us. Okay, be X and Y and XX. Okay, that's close. Remember, females are XX, males are XY. There's something else going on. What am I drawing here? Sonny. The egg has the empty DNA. These things the egg has. What did I draw over here? What's this? This is a what? That's a sperm cell. When it fertilizes the egg, it doesn't give any mitochondria. So why only the mother? Because the egg has mitochondria. And of course, the egg comes from the mother. And the sperm, sperm does not leave mitochondria in the egg. Okay? No, the mitochondria, the sperm has mitochondria, but those mitochondria don't get into the egg. So it's only the egg, and that's only the mother. Okay? All right. You have an assignment today that needs to be finished by the end of the period, which is the latest Quizlet. All right? So you can use your phone to go through the quiz, or if you can grab a Chromebook, whatever you need to do. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Mindfulness. Hold up, Alexander. What was your first app that you liked on your phone? That you were like, I gotta check this out. What's that? Instagram? Okay, all right. Allow you put Instagram too? Okay. Sam, what'd you put? Facebook? Okay, Facebook. All right. You guys still like Facebook? No. Yeah. Malik, what about you? Instagram, Facebook. What game did you like? You don't remember the game that you were obsessed with when you first got your first phone and you were like, oh my gosh. You don't remember the game? Well, what was it about? Was it like, so you don't, what's that? It was too long ago, but it was just some kind of game. Daniel, what's your Pixel Gun 3D. All right, it was just, what was good about that? Just fun? You play with other people or by yourself? Other people, all right. All right, Abigail, what was yours? What? iMessages? Okay, yeah, you send messages to your friends and all people you know. That's fun stuff. Fia, what was yours? Instagram? Okay, all right. Ezekiel, what about you? Angry Bird. Oh, I remember Angry Birds. That was a phenomenon, wasn't it? Okay, all right. So, you can listen to music while you fill out your Quizlet. You can go over there as long as you're productive. It'll be fine. You get a computer if you need to.